Alright, they whisper. I don't really know how to say this, but they whisper, it's kinda, it's pretty
terrific. I love it. Yeah, so let's get into this. Alright, so a while back I reviewed this book called They Stay by Claire Fraze, and I loved it. This is the second book in the series, They Whisper, directly after the events of the first book, and it is so good. It takes the things that I loved about They Stay and made it so much better. There were a few things that I just didn't like that much in They Stay, and it got so much better in this book. So here are my thoughts. Okay, so first off, characters. In the first book of the series, They Stay, the characters were so good. They were fleshed out, they had great arcs, but everything about them was made so much better in They Whisper, to the point that it was just like epic. Genuinely epic. Claire introduced some new characters as well, such as a soothsayer named Wilma, and Officer Z, yeah. Also, another thing about the characters is that they have some pretty cool backstories that ends up explaining their decisions that they make and they made, and it honestly makes so much sense now looking back at the first book. Also, like, one of the guys' backstories has a carnival in it, and like, who doesn't like carnivals? So final thing on characters, they each have very, very distinct voices. They have the same thing in They Stay, but it's just added exponentially to where every single character is so unique to the others in their own point of views. I know that is something really difficult to do in first-person present tense, but Claire does it really well in this book. There's some perfect tension and really high stakes that just gets higher and higher as the book goes on, to the point that you don't even think they can get through it, that it's just too much for the characters. But honestly, it is so cool. I'm like completely fanning on this. Also, like, from a writer standpoint, I'm just looking at how all of this foreshadowing and everything is put together into this like perfect like puzzle pieces that just fit together so well. Like, honestly, it's so inspiring as a writer myself, just how the book goes about setting these different characters, events, places, everything, putting them together into foreshadowing in themselves, and it just creates this like awesome picture thing from a puzzle. It's pretty cool. No matter in how much trouble the characters are or are getting in, there's never a point when the author relies on Deus Ex Machina. I'll have a video explaining that right here. It's a pretty good one. But there's never at any point anywhere that happens. And as a reader, reading that, it honestly just makes the book flow like so much better. And you're thinking there's no way the characters can get through this, but then there's material previously in the book that you're given that you don't even realize you're given, and it just ends up like working itself out, but then the stakes get heavier and heavier, and you still feel like there's no way that the characters can get out of this. But yeah, there's no Deus Ex Machina, which I'm very appreciative of. Also, the final thing I would like to talk about is, no spoilers, but there's a plot twist that is like so twisty that like, if you coiled it up and put it in a pen, you were playing with that in class, that thing would like rocket right up to the roof. That's how twisty it is. Okay, so for the rating, in my old reviews of ARC books that I have read previously, I based them on a scale of 1 to 13, and I have no idea why, but like, it just kind of makes the math kind of difficult going into 10 and going into 100. also I have some different opinions now, after it's been a while since I read the previous art book. So I have an updated list that like actually makes sense right here, with 0 to 100. 100 being the best, it's one of my favorite books ever. 0, that's like not even imaginable. Nothing would ever get that score. But yeah, so They Whisper, I'm giving a solid 97 out of 100. Really good. I really enjoyed this book, and I would totally recommend you to go pick up They Stay and then They Whisper. They're both out right now on Amazon, and I'd encourage you to go pick them up. They're such a good read. Alright, bye. Oh, and like, I totally forgot to even put this on this video, but Jeremy, my brother, if you're out there, I did wear it this time, so cheers. Oh, and also, before I end this video, I'm so sorry that it took so long to get this out, but in my defense, there's such a thing as and Rubik's Cubing that I've been falling so in love with. So yeah, that's my excuse, pretty terrible, but yeah, that's the reason why this video took so long to come out. I'll probably have videos up on Rubik's Cubing, and so yeah, I'll have videos up on those soon, and also one that I'm really excited for. It'll be up in maybe a week or two. No promises, but it's a huge collaboration between quite a few authors, answering some questions for aspiring authors and helping you guys out, so double cheers.